Hey, this is the Myers Fan 25 back with another wrestling rant, and this time I'm talking about the Judgment Day, and you can follow me on all forms of social media at the Myers Fan 25. I'm on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Threads at the Myers Fan 25. Let's get to the Judgment Day. This has got to be one of the dumbest, if not the dumbest fucking factions in WWE history. I really don't understand what's going on. So basically, from what I do understand, Edge started the group for whatever fucking reason. I don't even remember anymore the kayfabe reason that he started Judgment Day. I literally don't even remember anymore. All I know is he started the group and Finn Balor kicked him out of his own group. What the fuck? How humiliating is that? Getting kicked out of your own fucking group. That's gotta be like one of the most humiliating things I can think of in wrestling history. So basically, the story goes, they kicked him out because he tried to be the leader, even though they said they didn't want a leader. So that's why they kicked him out. Let me explain. Basically, they're saying the reason that they kicked Edge out is because he tried to make himself above them, even though they all agreed that nobody was above anybody in the group. And if that's the case, then why is Finn Balor basically the leader? Or is he not even the leader anymore? Now it looks like Rhea Ripley is the leader. So what the fuck are you talking about? The writing doesn't even make any sense. And then they say, well, we're the Judgment Day and we run WWE Raw. No, you don't. Terrible writers run it. That's who runs Raw. Terrible writers. And you're a prime example of a terrible writer. The shit is awful. You want me to believe that these four people run an entire show? I don't fucking think so. I don't. Look at who you got in the group. Finn Balor. And I'm sorry, not to be rude, but I mean, look at him. He's Finn Balor. Look at how small he is. And you want me to believe that he's running anything? I mean, yeah, the guy's a good actor, because I think that thing that he did with Seth Rollins, the promo backstage with Seth, I think that was fire. That was cool as hell. I think he's a good actor, and I think Hollywood should take notice. But in WWE, it just doesn't work. You want me to believe that somebody's supposed to be scared of this guy, and then you got that fucking goof Dominic Mysterio, and you want me to believe that he runs a major faction in WWE, or he's at least one of the co-owners or whatever. I'm supposed to believe this? Seriously? I'm supposed to believe that this guy is running a faction, and then you've got Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley is going around beating up men. And I'm not even saying that that's impossible, because China used to do it. And please do not compare Rhea Ripley to fucking China. Don't do it. China was a legend. Rhea Ripley is nowhere close to that. And then you've got Damian Priest. I mean, yeah, he's okay. But you want me to believe that these four characters that are basically nobodies, and they wouldn't have even survived in the Ruthless Aggression era, let alone the Attitude Era. The Attitude Era would have gotten them slaughtered. I'm sorry, but they just wouldn't have made it. The Judgment Day is a comedy act at best. Period. They are a bunch of mid-carders, and WWE is basically trying to present them as a top faction when in fact they are not. Look at who you have in the faction. Dominic Mysterio, and I've already done a video on this guy. He might be the nicest guy in the world, but Dominic Mysterio just cannot act. He's horrible at it. I remember when he got arrested and they put him in the back of the police car. The fans were in the comment section cracking up because even they said that that was some of the worst acting they had ever seen. It just doesn't make sense. Rhea Ripley is a woman. Case closed. So quite naturally, a man's not going to be afraid of her. But yet she beats up men. And you're going to say, well, China did it. Okay, well, she's not China. Nowhere near it. And Damian Priest, he's running around with the Money in the Bank briefcase and shit like that. It's like he and Finn Balor are feuding with each other over a briefcase that looks like a fucking toy. You can tell that WWE, they're at the end of their rope when one of the feuds, when this feud, this case of infighting is all because of a fucking fake briefcase that it looks like somebody would get for Christmas. It looks like something that WWE would feature during the holiday season for WWEshop.com. Like, that's what it honestly looks like. Now, they say that Adam Copeland, who plays Edge, they say that he basically wanted out of the Judgment Day. I don't know if that's true or not. And I don't remember why he wanted out. But to be honest with you, the Judgment Day only worked with him in it. And when he came back with that that new song in 2022, I think it was, when he turned heel, and you know, he had this really dark gimmick. You know, I was never a big fan of Edge, but I thought it was kind of cool. So I was like, okay, all right, you know, it's growing on me a little bit. And I like this theme song. It's called The Other Side by a band called Alter Bridge, I think is what they're called. And I listened to one of their other songs called Rise Today. I think it's a cool song. And I thought Edge was doing all right for himself. But it seems to me that ever since the pandemic, the WWE was just never really able to recover. Because it seems like when they were in the Thunderdome, they just went from one storyline to the next. And I can sort of understand why, because they were limited in what they could do, and I get that, and I'm sorry about that, but come on, come the fuck on. Seriously, you want me to believe that these people run Raw? Get the fuck out of here. Stop it. Stop playing. This is the most unbelievable shit I've ever seen. Two grown-ass men fighting over a briefcase that looks like a fucking toy. That looks like something I would have gotten for Christmas back in the days of the Attitude Era, when I was a fucking Attitude Era fiend. I don't even know what to say anymore. The Judgment Day is just a fucking joke. They are. And I try to be nice, but I'm just going to call a spade a spade. That's what I've always done on my channel. And yeah, Finn Balor is a hell of an actor. He's really good, especially at being bad. But the other three are garbage. Especially Dominic Mysterio. It's just funny at best. They are a comedy act at best. They are a mid-card act at best. It just seems like They are somebody that WWE would use to fill the time so that they can make their 3 hour time slot, their 3 hour quota, or whatever you would call it. These guys are horrible, and I think they need to be disbanded, and I think WWE needs to go back to a ruthless aggression type of product, or at least make it PG-13. These guys are horrible, and nobody honestly believes that they run Raw. I'm the Michael Myers fanatic. I approve this message. Thank you for listening. Please be sure to follow me on all forms of social media at the Myers Fan 25 and hit the notification bell so you don't miss an upload. Thank you for watching.